Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Note Night in America. Excited as always to have you guys join me here on this Monday night. For those that are listening in on the recorded iTunes and Stitcher and all that good stuff, hey, thanks for listening in. You'll get some great stuff out of this, and you'll be ready to rock and roll next time we roll around with everything. But let's go back here to my slides there. Excited to have everybody here, guys. Welcome. Go Maize and Blue. Scott Van Kampen says, yes, I know it's the national championship night for the NCAA. You guys should be able to get out of here. We'll probably have about an hour, maybe 45 minutes. I'm not sure exactly when the game begins or if it's even rock and rolling right now. So if it is, my apology, but we're glad to have you guys here. I got some great stuff to go through with you guys tonight as we get rock and rolling here. Let's make sure what time the game is tonight. It's 8:20 time. You got plenty of time. So, nope, I'm all good. Just a little sneeze from the coffee, but excited for it. Has been a very busy weekend. I'm working on some stuff. It is the last week. This week, probably two of the most stressful weeks in our business here as we work through getting everything rock and roll. Running a little short-handed here in the office the last couple of weeks, but we'll be definitely getting things all rock and rolling, delivered. So excited about what Note Camp 5 has to offer everybody. It's going to be our best event I think we've ever done yet, and that's saying quite a bit because we've really rolled out some really phenomenal Note Camps over the last 2 years. But really excited about it. But for those of you guys that are joining us for the first time, you're like, what the hell is this? Yes, every Monday night, for the most part, we do a Note Night in America webinar that gives you a lot of great information, nuggets on a whole variety of different things. Tonight's all about our Note Camp preview show, which is Note Camp stands for Content, Actions, Marketing, and Profit Generating. It's an online note convention. This is the fifth time we've done it in the last 3 years. We basically do it every 6 months. Absolutely just overjoyed at the amount of success we've had, and this looks to be even bigger and better. But one of our big goals for the next 5 years is to help over 10,000 to help create and educate and create, E&C, 10,000 note investors out there, whether it's on non-performing notes or owner finance or first, seconds, whatever we can do to help. And Note Camp is one of the big cogs in our wheel that help us to get to those numbers that we try to do 2,000 a year at least, if not more. But 10,000 in the next 5 years, we'd love to have you a part of it. So who is here on Note Night in America? A variety of people. We have real estate investors. We have note investors, people that are looking to get into notes. Private funders of some people. People want to learn more information about the note industry, the distressed note game. Okay. Yes, the red button's on. I do record these, and you can catch them in a variety of ways. One, the replays are available for a while on weclosenotes.tv. The replays are about to only be available online for our WCN crew members. Okay, our membership there. We are uploading these to the audio on iTunes and Stitcher. They're actually available now online. So yes, all the Note Night in Americas from 2018 are available on Stitcher and iTunes. You can listen to them that way. Just want to be able to catch the video replays and that stuff there. So we're pretty stoked about that. If you like it, leave a review. Literally been out for about 2 weeks now, if even that. I think we got about 500 downloads on those, which is great. People are listening to them, and we love them. I'm trying to deliver that information and content to you. But anyway, our main podcast that we'd love to hear about from you guys or have you listen to is the Note Closers Show. We just went over 88,000 downloads today. So really stoked about that. We've got a goal to hit 100,000 by May 2nd is when our goal is for that. And we're striving to do that. So we're pretty stoked about that. If you haven't listened to the Note Closers Show, check it out on iTunes, Stitcher. You can go to the homepage, weclosenotes.com, and check out the podcast there and listen directly on WCN. So a little bit update on some of the upcoming events. Obviously, yes, we have Note Camp this week. We'll get beyond that. Next week, though, we are excited to be going to Cape Coral, Florida, spend some great time with our Note Mastermind group. It's going to be a little bit smaller group. A lot of people getting sick, having sick family members, things just happening. So we expected 50. We're going to be probably about 35. Everything's said done, which is A-okay because I got some great stuff lined up for those that are in attendance. That same weekend is the Quest IRA boot camp taking place in Dallas, Texas. If you are a WCN crew member, you do get a discount, that 25% off the discount. off the price for admission. April 26th to the 28th, a little bit later in the month, is Paper Source Symposium in Las Vegas, taking place at the oh my gosh, what I can never. I just went blank on the place that is be taking place at. But anyway, Bill Mancaro was a guest host or guest on the Note Closer show about a month ago. Great episode, and really love supporting them. Unfortunately, I won't be there. We'll be on vacation actually, so I will be out, not out of the country. I'll just be far away for a little bit. You won't be able to hear from me. Okay. May 11th to 13th, though, is our next fast track training. For those that want to come in and hang out with us for a couple of days, we've got, I think, one or two spots left available for that. And then May 17th to the 19th is the Magnify Your Wealth Summit put on by Laughlin Associates. Really primo event. We'll be there speaking. Just absolute great event, high quality people. I'm actually jumping on a webinar when I wrap up with you guys tonight to spend some time with Aaron Young's mastermind group, talking about raising some capital and marketing. So money and marketing when I wrap up here. So my night is going to be a long night here in the WCN War Room, but that's A-okay. Monday night's always a late night. So, and then I also want you to put on your calendars too, guys, Quest Expo. This is a must-attend event if I've ever seen one. Nate Hare was a guest host on the podcast. We're talking about they expect to have over 1,000 people at the Quest Expo. So really very proud of what they're doing. We're helping them out with some stuff. We're a sponsor. I'm a speaker there. But August 25th to the 26th, go to questira.com. And yes, if you are a WCN crew member, you do get 25% off that with a code that we email out to you. But anyway, what is a WCN membership? It's a monthly membership, but we're literally down to less than 10 beta spots left, guys, at $97 a month. And what this is, you get special member-only trainings twice a month. We'll have one Wednesday night, actually, for the WCN crew. I'll be actually sending an email out probably tomorrow with an email link for that. It's recorded. The last training call we had blew away people that we had 2 weeks ago. All right. Get Member Expo event discounts anywhere from 25 to 50% off. Eddie Speed is going to be sending us a discount code for the Note Expo. Yes. Bill Mancaro sent us a discount code for Paper Source. Yes. So get some people that really want to help our students. We've also got some vendor discounts with Laughlin, Quest, Madison, and some others we're pretty stoked about. Monthly newsletter getting ready to go out as well. We're going to have a private Facebook group once we hit that beta spot. And then you can get signed up by going to bit.ly/WCN membership. Now, one of the great things that we do, guys, we also send out a monthly swag bag with books, T-shirts, who knows what's in it. We've got some cool, exciting stuff lined up for this month, swag bag as well. So pretty stoked. It's going to be a fun time. A lot of people are getting a lot of great stuff out of this. They're getting instant memberships. The training call last 2 weeks ago paid for the membership just in itself for the year for most people. Okay, so if I can't deliver $97 worth of value to you guys, you're missing out. Also, one thing to keep in mind too, those that are WCN memberships also got a free ticket to Note Camp. They also get to repeat the virtual note buying workshops at no additional cost. So $97 a month. It's less than $1,200 a year to be a part of it. Trust me, you'll make that up just getting the free admission or discounted tickets to things that you go to. Okay. Like I said, less than 10 spots remain for the beta pricing at $97 a month. After that, it goes up to $147 a month. Okay. Note Camp, that's what we're here about tonight, guys. Like I said, it's this Thursday through Sunday. We'll go through more of this stuff here. Prices has gone up though. It's to $249. Still an all-inclusive pass, but it's no longer $197. It's $249. There are some discount bonuses or discounts floating around there you might want to take advantage of. You can go to notecamp.live as well. But any questions about those previous events before we dive into what you guys are all here for tonight, right? It's what you're all here for. So one thing before we dive into the content tonight, I want to ask a poll of those of you guys that are here if you're actually already signed up for Note Camp or not. I want to know I'm willing to bet most of you that are here are already signed up, okay? If there's anybody here who's not signed up, I'd love to know, okay? Oh, we got one person. That's great. Not signed up. That's what this is all about, 2 people. Great. Please take a few minutes to fill this information out. We'll run this up here. I just want to see who's all really interested in the sneak peeks, okay? Because honestly, we got some great stuff here tonight. Really great stuff. And I know that there's people that are watching this on Facebook Live. We're glad to have you. And I forgot to adjust my settings on my streams, but that's okay. We just have a lot of great stuff to go through tonight. I know some people like wait around to the last minute to make a decision. And honestly, if you guys aren't new, if you're new to me, I can understand that. If you're new to Note Night in America, what's available, or you're sneaking in and trying to see what we do or what that crazy note guy's doing or that competition. Because I know there are people that are watching our websites to see exactly what we have to offer or exactly what the titles or the time slots. And it's going to be kind of funny to see how things are going on. But literally, I know that some of you guys, we're still missing out. A good 30% of you guys have not filled this out. Please go ahead and fill this out. Just yes or no. You're going, you're signed up, you're not going. That's all I care about. You're going or you're not going. If you're signed up or not. That's all we care. Give it another 30 seconds here because we have some really great stuff for you tonight. Come on, let's hit 80% on those. Let's get this number to 6 more people. Come on, everybody. Come on, help me out here. A couple more people just need to fill out. Are you signed up for Note Camp? Two more people. Come on, give me 80%. Give me 80% on a poll, please. Come on, 46. 40, there we go. One more. Come on. One more. There we go. We hit it. We're going to end polling on this. Thank you for those that answered. For those that did not answer, you're going to miss out. Okay. So I'm going to share results that basically 80% of you that answered this are going, and that leaves 20% that aren't, which is quite all right. So awesome. So let's dive into this. First of all and foremost, I have to thank our sponsors for the event, for helping be a part of this and to share the message, to get the word out what they're doing. We've got a tremendous amount of sponsors that are really here. Law firms such as Credit Sense, Finance, Madison, First National Acceptance Corporation, Ross Diversified, PaperStack, Singer Law Group, Crowdfunding Lawyers, Serving Social, Note Pros, Infusionsoft, Mobit, just to name a few. MJS, Think Tank, of course, are 2 companies as well, are sponsors for this thing. So we're excited that our sponsors here. We absolutely love it. We have people that reach out to us. Hey, how can we help you out? How can we help drive tickets, drive attendance? They love it, and we're glad to have them. But anyway, what's in store for people that are at Note Camp? We have 34 speakers, okay? 34 speakers. 16 of them are brand new. If you take out Steph and me, 50% are new blood, have never spoken at Note Camp before. One of the big things that we always like to do is try to change it up. Try to change up speakers. So that's what we did. I really went out and reached out to some new blood and say, hey, would you like to come speak at Note Camp? And they're like, oh my God, we would love to. Okay. We also took what the survey results came in and what people were telling us from the last attendee survey, investor survey from Note Camp 4.0. We'll talk about the survey, what that is, and details. And it always comes down to basically these 4 things: raising capital, finding deals, note systems, and then marketing. All in those, basically in those 4 areas. So that is what we focused on. We literally have some great tracks, some Note Camp tracks, so that if you're brand new to Note Camp or you're looking for speakers, we're going to help you identify those areas that you have the biggest need for and the times available for them. Okay. I would not be doing justice if I did not I'm so excited for our 2 keynote speakers, these 2 amazing women. What's funny is I was looking back at the keynotes and it was all guys. I was like, oh my gosh, we need to have some women on here. All right. Got to have some note ladies. And, I was so honored. I thought of these 2 ladies. I've reached out to them before on different things, and their schedules have always been very busy. I'm very honored that Sharon Lecter, co-author Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, 3 Feet from Gold, Think and Grow Rich for Women, Outwitting the Devil, co-author of those books, plus amongst some other books, is joining us as our keynote Thursday night. So I'm totally stoked and really, really excited to have her on Thursday night. And then Friday night, we have the one, the only Rhonda Britton, our first ever Emmy Award winner, being a keynote speaker in Note Camp. Now, Rhonda has been on Oprah, had a daytime TV show. She was also the counselor for some of the other reality TV shows, Big Brother, The Biggest Loser, stuff like that. But she is a renowned expert in overcoming fears. I know that a lot of people that are brand new have fears of the unknown, right? Overcoming fears, and they want to do that. So that's one of the big things is bringing on Rhonda to help out with that. You'll see that a little bit more, so especially how we wrap up Note Camp. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Lisa says, Lisa Hakasan says, you chose wisely, Scott. Thank you very much. I'm honored that they are taking time out of their very busy schedule. Sharon almost couldn't make it because she's got a retreat she's going to Friday, but she's able to say, oh, you're doing it Thursday? I can help you out Thursday. So excited about that. Then, of course, I'm always excited about Saturday night at Note Camp. We do my fireside chat where I talk about where do I see the industry going, what's going on, what do you need to be prepared for, you get a piece of my brain whether you like it or not. Okay, so that's kind of some of the basic big things that are going on with Note Camp. Now, yeah, that may not seem too exciting, but when you see who the speakers are, we'll get into that. And so before we dive into the speakers, we have our tracks, okay? People really love this from Note Camp 4.0, where we were able to say, okay, here's the kind of the tracks. Here's what kind of falls in what the people are speaking about and help you identify things. So we have basically 6 tracks. We got raising money. Okay, I got the little dollar bill sign with a little bag of money. Finding deals, a little house. Systems, okay? The legal foreclosure side, we're a little lighter on this time than we were last time, just because we swapped out some speakers to be heavy on raising money and finding deals, okay? We've also got a few new marketing people talking about marketing this time around. No, not yours truly. I brought in a couple of vendors that I use on a regular basis that have really helped me take my business to the next level. That'll help you out. And of course, the key with the keynote sessions is basically the 3 big keynote speakers and stuff like that, okay? So really stoked about that. You'll actually see that in the speaking schedule that is almost done. I got to finish some stuff on it tonight, but we'll dive into that first of all. First of all, let's talk about day 1 speakers, okay? Absolutely great. Alex Godofsky, myself. I have to give a big shout out to Stephanie Goodman, who's emceeing Master Ceremonies in room 2 and helping out as well. Aaron Young, Lawful Associates, is great to be here. For the first time, Walter Wolford is going to be joining us. Walter's going to be talking about some really great stuff on IRAs, okay? Nathan Long is going to be joining us. Been a while since Nathan joined us on Note Camp. So we're excited to have the CEO of Quest IRA. He's got some surprises up his sleeve. We have the remarkable cash flow chick, Paige Ponzarello, join us as well. She's got some really great stuff. I think she's got the most creative title of Note Camp, and we'll save that for later. And then, of course, we've got our buddy George Antone from finance.com. You may remember him from the Bankers Code Revisited. Absolutely a great friend and a great speaker, really helping a lot of people. So that's day 1. Oh, and then, of course, the beauty in the middle, Miss Sharon Lecter, okay? That rolls us into day 2. Now, remember, day 1 is we start at noon. So that's why it's less speakers than you see day 2, day 3, because we don't kick things off till noon on Thursday. So if you guys are working, you want to miss half a day or get to work half a day, maybe start listening at noon if you're Central Time, great. Allows you, if you're on the East Coast, we don't get started till about after lunch, so it gives you a lot of stuff to get done. If you're on the East Coast, hey, you'll be skip work. You'll get more information out of here, and you can go back and get some work done at night. So noon to roughly 6 o'clock, 6:30 on Thursday night. Well, Friday, we had some more speakers to it. Kathy Fetke is joining us for the first time. Arnie Abrahams out of Dallas is joining us for the first time. Actually, Kathy is getting ready to board a cruise. She's going to be on the Summit at Sea, but she is stepping off out of the session to do a session with us that morning, Friday morning, before she has to board the takeoff. So we're really excited about that. Arnie Abrahams, you may recognize him for Texas tax lien sales. We had some people ask about tax lien sales or tax lien investing here in the state of Texas, so we brought Arnie on. For the first time, we've got Martin Sines from Note Investing Made Easier is going to be joining us, as well as a speaker in his breakout session on how to make notes a little bit easier. We have my buddy Jason Lucchese from No Flippin' Excuses Academy join us to talk about how to find some great deals as well. Those looking to raise capital and take things to a bigger level, we've got the amazing and always lovely Jillian Sadati join us as well from Trowbridge Sadati LLP or crowdfundinglawyers.net, you may recognize. Andy Lemons has joined us again from the First National Acceptance Corporation to talk about creating and selling owner finance notes. We've got Rick Allen and TJ Osterman from PaperStack join us as well to talk about money and meaning. The legendary, very legendary, my friend Bill Tan will also be joining us from Southern California, talking about how to build really, I want to say, a sea of other people's money to get them to work with them and lend with you. And then, of course, our really good dear friend and marketing expert with Serving Social, Christy Whites, will be also joining us on day 2. And then, of course, the one, the only, the Emmy Award winner, and absolutely proud to call my friend Rhonda Britton for the keynote on day 2. She's definitely got such an amazing story. If you've never heard her speak, this will bring, I don't know exactly what she's going to talk about. I have a few ideas, but every time I've heard her speak, it's brought emotion to me, but also really helped inspire me in the same way, because there's so many ways, and she's an expert on overcoming fear. So if you're struggling, not only with something in notes, but something in real estate or something in personal life, I think this is a big, big thing, because I think if your personal life or your life outside of real estate is in shambles, it's affecting your note business. And so we're really excited to have her. I know that Sharon's going to spend some time probably talking about financial education and expanding that cause on day 1, which is a great, great subject. We're very, very passionate about that as well. Let's not also forget, I almost slipped his mind, Daniel Chad Moore from Propelio Studios is going to be joining us also to show you how to get a value of a property in roughly 5 to 10 minutes with some of the amazing investor tools that they use at Propelio. So excited to have him speaking for the first time at Note Camp 5.0. Any questions about day 2 speakers or day 1 before we move on to day 3 and day 4 a little bit? I do have the exact times. If you're asking what times are such and such speaking, I'll go through that in a second. I'll show you the 2 spots that you'll be able to see it. One if you're not signed up, and then one for those that you'll be able to get signed up as well. And trust me, if you're signed up already, I have the easiest, absolutely easiest links for you to be able to join either room 1 or room 2 whenever you want to see stuff. Okay. Bill Tan, you are a legend in a lot of people's mind. Always glad to have you, man. Glad to see that you're on here. So, all right, let's move on. Day 3 speakers, another full slate. We start off the morning with my buddy Jim Cook from Mobit, talking about marketing in the 21st century. If you guys aren't using your phone to market, you're going to want to be a part of this, because Jim's absolutely helping. I'm a small fish in a very big sea. He's helping some big fish in the big sea with his marketing. Our good buddy, the connector, Joel Markovitz, will be joining us as well, talking about what the hell do I do with a note after I've bought it. We have the legendary Alan Calgill. We'll be talking about raising capital as well. Our good buddy Adam Adams going to be joining us about systems and systems in your note business, and how to make your note business efficient. Okay. We have the note queen join us for the first time, Dawn Rickaball. And I was really excited when I called Dawn up on the phone, got on the phone around New Year's. It was cold outside. It was Valentine's. No, this was going back. She was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to be on an online summit. I'm so tired of traveling. So we're so excited to have Dawn join us for the first time here. That takes us, we also, on the right side over here of the screen, you see we have Gail Greenberg, who's a student of ours, who's done a great job in her first 12 plus months. She'll be talking about her journey of 0 to 30 in her first 12 months. We've got the guy from Note Carry, Bob Zachmeyer, going to show you how to score a perfect 10 with your note deals in his discussion. We have the man, the myth, the legend from the Pacific Northwest, Cody Cox, join us as well, talking about some of his journey and how he's found a pot of gold at the end of his real estate rainbow. You think you're going to really love what Cody shares as he talks about, because I know there's a lot of people out there balancing full-time versus part-time, or trying to figure out when to make that. And Cody shares and shares some great stuff with that as well. 2 guys that have been on Note Camp before, Merrill Chandler from Credit Sense is going to join us. Credit Sense is not a credit repair company. They are a credit optimization company. Actually has done some amazing things for us. It's doing an amazing thing for Stephanie, actually. Stephanie's taking them on and optimizing some of her credit and stuff like that. Absolutely blown away from the results. So high energy. If anything, that's a great session to learn more things about what affects your credit and how to make you more fundable. Okay. And then our buddy Darren Adams from Infusionsoft is going to join us to talk about how to attract, wow, and sell, and how the customer journey is so important, and how so many of you guys really are falling down on that in your marketing. With the survey that we sent out before, and I see that roughly 50% of people aren't sending emails out, aren't marketing. You wonder why you're having trouble raising capital. And Darren's one of those sessions you're definitely going to want to make sure and join and watch. Okay. Paige, glad to have you. She says, love the intro. Thank you. Happy to be part of Note Camp. We're glad to have you too, Paige. definitely excited to have you as part of Note Camp there on day 2. Okay, or no, day 1 actually, right before Sharon speaks. Okay, day 4 is a little bit different. We know people are like, oh my gosh, Sunday, I can't take it. So we narrow it down to 1 room instead of having 2 rooms running simultaneous, but that doesn't mean we're slacking on the content. We got a buddy, Matt Mahir. Some of you guys may know him from MJS Think Tank, or also one of the guys from the DME, Distressed Mortgage Expo, going to be joining us, talking about 10 things that he's learned as a note investor. A lot of you guys are looking for due diligence and tools, and so we bring on the founder of 5 Sigma, the guy behind notepros.com, JD Bates, is going to be joining us. Probably join us live from Costa Rica, where he lives, but talking about Note Pros and some of the cool things that you can do with Note Pros, not only to help you with your due diligence, but also to find assets as well. And then I would be amiss not to mention our buddy, Mark Uzak. Mark and I have been friends for years. Always worked to try to get him involved in some sort of fashion, but with the online, it's a little bit different. Mark is a master hypnotist and a man of just helping people transform their lives in a variety of things, help them get over their drinking or eating, or helping them take more action. And we are so excited to have him join us on Sunday on day 4. No, he's not going to hypnotize you. He's going to go through some amazing things I think you guys are going to really love. And of course, I'll wrap it up on Sunday with some information on some new things. And then of course, the award ceremony, things like that. Day 3, I'll wrap up the day with my fireside chat, like I talked about earlier, about what I expect to see in the industry and what you guys need to be focused on. So those are kind of the day 4 speakers, day 3, day 2, day 1. Any questions or comments about our speakers here? Okay. And I know we've got a few people that have joined us. If you guys want to jump in and answer the quick poll, whether you're going to, oh, nope, I don't want to do that. I'm going to end polling. I don't want everybody to re-poll themselves again. But that's our day 4 speakers. So let's talk about that. You can go to notecamp.live. The speaker schedule is up. Okay, you got to go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, notecamp.live. The speaker schedule is up on specific times and which rooms they're in. Okay, the event manual I am working on. Like I said, we're a little short-staffed, but that's okay. It's going to be phenomenal. Actually, I'm actually probably working harder on this event than I had the previous 3. So it gives me a lot of good stuff to be able to share with my next marketing staff that we bring on here. But the event manual is really psyched up. It's got the tracks, got some great information that we're updating bios for everybody, and then some other bonuses that are involved there as well. But you can go to notecamp.live and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see the updated section by section speaking, when they're speaking, when they're not speaking, that kind of stuff. Okay. We are doing something that we have only done once before. Is we're doing the Note Tub of Love this time around. And some people are like, what the hell is the Note Tub of Love? Okay. So the Note Tub of Love is our speakers. Most of our speakers are either providing information, they're offering a class, or they've done a book or something. Our speakers are, most of our speakers are willing to throw in something in the Tub of Love, and then it's going to be one big drawing at the end for everything in the Tub of Love. I'll throw in some books, like technology stuff, a class, throwing some great stuff into our Note Tub of Love as a drawing at the end. And one of the things that we'll do is literally, I'm keeping a running total of some things. It's going to come down to a variety of things. Those that are in attendance, gotta be present to win on Sunday. Got to be present to win. And then you've also got to work hard with our social media contest as well, which is using the hashtag NoteCamp5, hashtag NoteCamp5. In a lot of your marketing and sharing some of your nuggets. What are the things that you've learned throughout the 4 days? Sharing that across different social media platforms of Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram. So we always have a big social media contest. So we thought we'd up the ante a little bit. Now, we last did this when I helped Jack Sternberg with Noteworthy East. We did a Note Tub of Love, and a guy walked away with over $30,000 worth of information and money and trainings inside the Note Tub of Love. So pretty stoked about that. We're bringing it back. I know that talked to a few speakers today who are excited about that. For those also, we have a attendee survey. Now, this is one of the most, what's the word I'm trying, not most. This might be the biggest nugget that most people take away from Note Camp, all right, is our survey. Now, yes, if you people are signed up for the workshop, great. We're going to give you the full attendee list. All hundreds of people, will be over 500 in signups, different opt-ins before we roll out Thursday. We'll probably be somewhere around 750 by the time we end up on Sunday. You'll get everybody that's signed up will get their attendee list. Now, what makes the survey so much more valuable is the survey is 30 questions, outlines a variety of things, okay? Pretty simple to answer those questions. It takes about 10 minutes to fill out, all right? It asks you questions about your markets. Are you looking at JV? What social media do you use? Your biggest needs, your biggest strengths, your biggest weaknesses, what kind of experience level, how many notes you bought in the last 12 months, how many have you bought since you started, what was the year you first started, some of your simple things like your birth date. Well, we want them to help market. Maybe send you a birthday card. You never know what you'll get from us. Along with, hey, who do you have your IRA with? Who have you learned from? We just want to get a good experiential feel for where you're at. Have an LLC. We're also asking some questions about what we want to do. We're toying with the idea of maybe eventually having one virtual Note Camp a year and then one on live in-person event. And so we've got a question, hey, if Note Camp was an in-person conference, would you come to? Would you be interested in doing it? So some things that help us, it's also designed to help you guys too, because we're asking their top markets, their LinkedIn profile, what social media do you use? What's your contact information? And those that fill out the survey, they get the survey results on top of the full attendee list. And last time we had 290 people fill out the survey. That's a phenomenal amount of information. There's people that had enough funding partners and knew which states people were looking for, and just exponentially exploded their database and their network through Note Camp. And so we get emails and phone calls from people. Some people don't even use it, which cracks me up. It's such a valuable piece of information. That alone is worth the $249 ticket price of being able to get all that information in the context so that you can expand your database by several hundred people. So if you fill out the survey, you get the results. You've got to fill it out before we wrap up on Sunday. If you fill it out after Sunday, just don't get the bonuses. Now, other bonuses we have, like I said, everybody who signs up gets the attendee list, the replays of the event, because I know you can't make every session, okay? 34 speakers. You're not going to make every session over the 4 days. So what do? We record it. I'll record the session. Steph and I'll record both our sessions so you won't miss out on anything. And you know what? The replays, we should have the replays ready to roll almost by the following Friday. I'll know I'll be in Cape Coral. If not, we'll for sure have it by the 16th, that Monday. And so we're pretty stoked about that. We'll get the replays up and ready for you so you can go back and start listening so you're not missing out on too much. Our goal is trying to get the stuff uploaded. I'd like to try to get each day's uploaded into our online stuff before we wrap up on Monday. It might be a little bit harder to do, but we're looking forward to that, okay? Also, one of the things we'll run before the end of the weekend, you get the extra early bird pricing for Note Camp 6.0 upcoming in October, okay? Every seat's a VIP upfront seat to everybody, so you get a chance to ask questions. The speakers will go for an hour 15, and then be able to ask questions either during, depending on who it is, or right at the end of the 15 minutes. And then, of course, you connect with people online through either Basecamp, which is one of the things that we do as well, before, during, and after. We'll have daily prizes outside of the Tub of Love as well on our social media contest for those that are active, those that share some of the great nuggets of what they're learning along the way. And we do have a social media award winner every time we do this. And we've given away a place at our mastermind before, a fast track seat, IRA leads, a whole variety of things, okay? All our attendees also, we invite them to join our private WCN Crew Facebook group, okay? Ask the speakers to be a part of it too, as long as they're not violating or abusing their rights there. But we have a really active, I think around 700 member WCN Crew Facebook group that's really great. This is, I think, is the Facebook of Facebook groups before it comes to the note industry, because it's so interactive, so sharing, lots of great responses, and it's only for our students and people that have gone to Note Camp. This is the best. So really excited about that. And then we just deliver freaking great content. All our speakers are top notch. Do we have some people who are going to be selling some workshops? Of course we are. You're going to have that. But I've brought speakers on to who deliver just amazing content, who have come highly recommended from other people. And so that's the big thing. I think we've changed the speakers up. We've had other people on that aren't on this time. Nothing against them. It's just time to refresh stuff up. And it all depends on how people rank too, because we do ask you guys the survey. We'll send out a survey after the event asking you to tell us how each speaker did and if you liked them or didn't like them. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns on everything? Let me do this. I'm going to do a news share real fast. I'm going to literally, do I have this up? I have the survey up. I wanted to share the survey with you guys. If you have not filled out the survey and you are signed up for it, really easy. The link is in Basecamp for you. But really, what's your first name, last name, best email address, mobile number, how many times you attended Note Camp before, what's your mailing address, your primary focus, first, seconds, non-performing, that kind of stuff. Top 3 states to invest with. What year did you do your first note deal? What's your LinkedIn profile? How many notes have you passed in the last 12 months? How many notes have you purchased since you started? Those 2 numbers are really great. We find out that about an average, based on last 6 months ago, average investor here closed at roughly around 34 deals. So they started in roughly around 12 to 17. 17, I think it was in the last year. Biggest need, biggest strength. Do you have a self-directed IRA? Who's your custodian? That's important for us. We'd like to know who you're marketing with. That way it makes it easier. If it's with somebody, it's harder to deal with. It's good to know. Are you looking to joint venture with someone more experienced? Yes, no, or maybe. Okay. There's no wrong answer there. Yes, no, maybe. Maybe I might be interested. Okay. Company name, company website. Do you have an entity? Yes, no, I need a new one. The types of training events have you attended in the past? I just love to know who and where our students are coming from. Okay. Biggest goal for your note business 2018. When's your birthday? What social media platforms do you use? Do you watch or listen to the Note Closer Show podcast? That's important for me. What can we do better to help you with your note business? What's your biggest personal goal for the year? What are 3 things you want to achieve or learn from Note Camp 5.0? How often do you send an email to your database? How often are you marketing? Okay. Like I said, if you would be interested in attending a Note Camp or a live event, are you a part-time, full-time, or a retired or no-time investor? And I like to ask this question as well. Have you ever reached out directly to banks to find assets? And what I mean by this, you've made more than 50 phone calls or at least emailed out a large list at least once. Lane Guide, Texas Mortgage Bankers, any of those. So those are the 30 questions. Some of them are required, others aren't. Just it's important. We want to see what the experience level. If you don't want to fill it out, hey, that's by all means your point. But the idea is we want to see where we're at. It's not designed to sell you on something. It's designed to help get a feel for our knowledge base, our students base, the attendees base. Okay. So excited about that. And then also just to give you a little bit here, our Note Camp, this is our Basecamp group folder. If you're not used to Basecamp, this is a great online. We have a lot of different folders and stuff like that, but literally I've got to add more people to this. Questions, comments, need to add some people to it and stuff like that. And then let's take you here to notecamp.live is the live website for Note Camp. You can see we're T-minus 2 days and 16 hours away. You scroll down here. You see our speakers. We are missing a couple speakers off of this. Literally ran out of speaking spots here to put everybody in at. So there's a couple people that are left off just because they were late last-minute additions, our spot partners. Sign up for the ticket. And then here's our schedule. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Not day 5. All right. They're all right there for you to take a look at. And then last but not least, here you go. You see we've got some of the final touches being taken place in the actual manual for the event. We're actually going to be leaving spots for you to take notes in the middle. Some people want to print this off and they can take notes on it. As you can see here, we've highlighted the tracks. On the 5th day, he rested. On the 5th day, he went back to work because I guarantee we have our mastermind that kick off in Cape Coral on the 13th. We fly out on the Thursday. I will have a lot of work on the 9th to get done. And my goal is if we can get some stuff done. Now, one thing that I have not put in place here, I don't have it on the schedule, is I'm toying with the idea is after our keynotes are done on Thursday and Friday of leaving the webinar up, leaving this room, breakout room 1 up, and then opening up, and then people introduce themselves, people connecting, trying to see how many people can open up if they've got a webcam, and hopefully it's not too big of a cluster, but literally opening up for people to connect face-to-face with some things. We think it might be a fun, kind of a cool idea. All right, maybe just a debacle when if you got hundreds of people around, but I don't expect everybody to hang around after the keynotes. But it might be a fun thing to do as well. We'll try it out on Thursday night, see how it does Friday night. We're not going to do it Saturday night, and then go from there. So, but yeah, you can see we're tweaking this all, literally doing this all in Canva. Love it. But putting notes in here, and then I have basically the bios and websites for everybody else out there. So, any questions? I know there's a lot of information out there. Any questions from those that are new to Note Camp or on the fence about it, about attending? I mean, I'd love to, especially if you hear from those that aren't signed up for yet. Why are you not signed up yet? How can we help you with that? Hi, Patrice. You get a lot of great content, actions, marketing, profit generates the whole idea for Note Camp, everybody. Okay. Like I said, this excited speakers here. We're going to be doing, Jody's got a question. Looks like Jody's raised a hand. It's all right to type in the chat roll of the Q&A session. One thing that we're doing, it's probably going to take a couple weeks to do. Let's see what the question is first here. Bill, can't beat the value. Yeah. For price $249, that's still cheaper than what you'd pay for admission in other places. And then you add in the airfare, the hotel bills. You get everything you need. It's directly right in front of you. We have people that watch from their office, their house, the pool. We've had some people that watch while they travel. The links that we provide are all WAP enabled. So they're actually wireless access protocol enabled, so that they can watch. You can watch on your smartphone. You can watch on your tablet. We have some people who have watched while they're driving around states looking at assets. They listen in on their Bluetooth. So we're really excited about that, being able to live stream some of the stuff straight to people wherever they're at. That's a beautiful thing. And then one thing we're going to do else, it's probably going to take till the end of April to do, just knowing our schedule. I'm not going to try to kill myself to get it out. But we're going to take every episode, every session of Note Camp and upload it online as its own podcast. So Note Camp will become its own podcast going forward with 34 episodes. Or 30 plus episodes every time we do it. So we'll have season 1, which is Note Camp 5. Season 2 will be the one in October because we've got some new blood coming on there as well. So we're pretty stoked about that. So if you're a presenter or speaking or missed a session, by the end of April, the episodes should be uploaded to iTunes and Stitcher. So it'll take a while to upload 34 episodes, but we'll get them uploaded and go from there. So what questions, comments, concerns do you guys have that we can help? If you need to get signed up, you can go to notecamp.live and click on the sign up and RSVP spot. I see some names on here I don't recognize. Hopefully they are real people. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Brian. Cody. Good stuff. Donna Wilson. Joe Rodriguez. Great to see a lot of you guys. Awesome. Laura. No questions? Really? There's no questions about Note Camp. I'll be surprised. Maybe I just did a good job explaining it then. We have a lot of great stuff going on, everybody. So we're stoked about this. Great things are going to come out of this. One thing I meant to say, if there is an event, upcoming event, Bill Griesmeyer, this is one thing I thought of when I just saw you pop up there. Make sure, if I've already reached out to Vina, but I don't think I got a response. See if you can get me a flyer for Vina's upcoming Note event in August and have it emailed over to me as well. Okay. And I can talk about that at one of the sessions I have. Okay. Notecamp.live. If you go to notecamp.live, that's the main website for Note Camp anyway. And go all the way down to the bottom, Bill, and you'll see the speakers and the schedule. Notecamp.live. Okay. Are you going to do the unveil of the name of the session? LLU gave the teaser. What do you mean by the name of the session? Oh, no, I'm going to make people go, Paige. I'm not going to. They got to go check it out or they got to get signed up. No. I'm not going to tell them what your session's name is. I think it's great. Love it. I tweaked it a little bit, but I think it's great. Question here popped up chat roll. Somebody's taking an event with somebody else in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. I want to do both, but LOL. Well, you'll probably get more. You'll get more content from us versus a hard sell on that event. I can promise you that, Mr. Kenneth Younger. Okay. Actually, you know what I'd love? I would love if you got somebody take you a selfie view watching Note Camp while you're at the event. That would be kind of hilarious. I will tell you this. Eddie Speed is actually going to be speaking on Note Camp 6. He actually will be a speaker at going to sign up there. Great. Awesome. At Note Camp 6. Thank you, Jody. Yes, all speaker sessions are Central Standard Time. Okay. Yes, they also, all sessions are Central Standard Time. That means if you're on the West Coast, it's 2 hours ahead. If you're on the East Coast, it's an hour later than it. And yes, if you sign up and you're going to somebody else's event, you get the recordings, Kenneth Younger. All right. Might as well take advantage of yes, they get the recordings also if they sign up. I know most people charge you $250, $300 for the recordings. We throw that in as part of your ticket price because we know you can't make all sessions. We know it. We're not going to sit here and hold you hostage. Sign up. If you want to watch everything, you got to pay. Hey, pay one price, you're golden. All right? You're golden. Like I said, every seat's a VIP seat. Okay? I'm not a fan of, we're going to get the recording 6 months out. It doesn't do me any good. Okay? It's notecamp.live. If you go there, it'll forward you over the long, Jeffrey. It'll forward you over notecamp.live. Okay? Point made. Yeah, Ken. I'm going to make a point. I know it. You know it's the truth, brother. You know it's the truth. Okay. Sylvia says here, really highly recommend Note Camp. Attend Note Camp 4, and it was well worth it. It's great content, lots of learning and valuable information. Great stuff, Scott. Looking for Note Camp 5. Awesome. Walter Wolford is worth the price of admission, Bill Tan says. Yeah, look, we got some big names. Bill Tan, Walter Wolford, Don Rickabaugh, okay, Bob Zackemeyer, Alan Calgill, Julian Sadati. I mean, we've got some if we were a baseball team, we would be Murderers Row Yankees, okay? The 26 and 27 Yankees, okay? Yes, Dave, as I always do, those that attend, that get signed up, we'll get a list of the attendees like we do every year. Every event I do, we'll give you the list of the attendees so you network with people. If you fill out the survey, you get the survey results too. Todd, you have a great point. The replays are the best part. You can take a refresher 2 to 3 days later or 2 to 3 months later. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Yes, it is. Yes, it is the gift that keeps on giving because we give you the replays. Look, guys, I don't know of anybody else that runs an event like we do. Just straight to the point. No bullshit. Nobody's going to give you the replays. Nobody's going to give you the list of attendees. Nobody's going to have you fill out a survey to help you identify potential JV partners or people to sell assets to buy assets from. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody does that. Well, they might. They're going to upsell you. They're going to charge you a whole lot more than the $249 on what we do. Okay. With discount codes, people have, people paying $100, $200. That's great. We don't make a lot of money on Note Camp. I will tell you that right now. We make some. We don't make a lot of money on Note Camp because we use this more for anything else to expand our database. It helps us expand those that are buying in markets. It expands us for potential JV partners. Expands us, just helping us. It's a marketing piece. All 4 days is a marketing piece, but we don't give it away. Free has no value. And time we've given a bunch of tickets away before, those people didn't show up. It was just a drag on time and energy. So I'd rather real numbers with real people who want to take a real action and make some real results. See some real results. That's real to the fourth. Whoop, what's up? Manish thinks it's good content and good value. Yeah, Manish, I think you were a first timer about 6 months ago. Please send me the link to the replay of this so I can share that also. Yeah, Bill, actually, if you're on Facebook, this is live streaming on Facebook, okay? Literally on Facebook. So you can just share that to your, go to my Facebook page. You'll see it live streaming. You can share it to your page. Seriously. All right. I have not decided if I'm going to share this across all the social media pages. We may just do it to Note Camp Facebook group. I think is what we'll probably do it for. Have not decided if I'm going to blast it out across the board. I mean, and we get people opting off of that. That's freaking crazy. I just, it drives me bonkers, the things that we can do with marketing wise. If you think about this, what you'd have to pay to jump on a plane or drive or take time out of your family's life to go spend somewhere for 4 days, and the amount of food you got to eat. You're at home. You can eat your own food or wherever. If you had to pay for a hotel room, think about that. The food, the travel, the hotel. Don't get me wrong, it's nice seeing people in person. I totally love that. That's why I think we're going to tweak this one thing up a couple hours throughout the day. Hey, let's open it up to those that are interested and share yourself. Share who you are and what you're doing. Okay? And I'll moderate some of those. Who are you? What you doing? Tell us a little about yourself. Okay? All right, everybody. Well, hey, that's about all that I have for tonight here on Note Night in America. We're excited about it. Note Camp is, like I said, it's April and October are two of our favorite things because we do this. It also falls around that we have our Note Mastermind next week. So got some great things to share with our Note Mastermind that we're doing. Like I said, guys, if you get signed up, right now it's $249 unless you got one of the discount codes that's floating around there. Use it. You will not be disappointed. I can promise. You don't even have to like me. You could hate my guts. If you did, you're probably not here in the webinar anyway. But if you hate my guts, dislike me, trust me, sign up for Note Camp. You'll love it because we have the speakers. I'm only speaking twice. You can go do something else while I'm speaking. Anyway, that's all I've got for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for those that filled out the poll, answered yes or no truthfully. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you Thursday morning at noon. We got some great stuff, great announcements, great prizes. And we look forward to seeing you all at the top. Bye, everybody.